There we go, that's the top. Oh wow, someone made a very easy ramp to get up and over it for the vehicles.
Is that a tough vehicle thing?
Visibility is the tough thing.
Yeah, that's intimidating in that big truck.
Yeah.
You can't see the
It's
road.
hard to see over. Is anybody with Cami to provide visibility to her?
I don't know. I took off, so. Maybe I'll wait for her and guide her up.
But even with tubeless, Dave, as you can see on my bike, I still have a spare tube.
I saw.
Because there's times when you might get a puncture, or say your tire just gets torn. You might get a tear that's so bad, bacon or other things won't fix it. I even have in my little fanny pack a boot. Think of it as a patch of fabric about this long.
Okay.
And what you can do is you can go in there and try to dry it out, and you stick it on like tape. And that's to help with a side tear. If you have a tear, you put in a boot.
Yeah, it's like, wow, we're not even warmed up and then we have to go up those hills. That one was pretty brutal. I couldn't make it up that one, but...
Sorry I took off from you. I saw Dave out there and I'm like, oh,
I
Dave
don't care. So
Dave
where
needs
are
a
the
buddy.
boys?
They're ahead.
They're ahead. Okay.
Oh, the boys went ahead too?
Well, no. They loaded their bikes. They're in a car.
Oh, they're not riding right now. Okay.
Yeah. And Diane and Soren are ahead.
Oh, Philip is in the car. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to go try to catch them.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Not much of a chance, but...
So,
That's the white rim.
Yeah, you can see the white rim very easily here. Well, Ruthie and Lucy, we need to convert your bikes to tubeless.
Are they not?
They're not. They're still on tubes. Because it's lighter. You can run a lower pressure, which means you get better traction and less bouncies and less of a bruise on your butt.
Oh,
I need that.
Yeah. It's best all around to go
dad almost
tubeless.
set me up with the whole thing of sealant, and then he assumed you had some.
I have some.
Okay.
I've got a whole 32 ounce in our car.
Okay.
And even this fanny pack, I have 2 ounces. For
Dang, yeah, and I have a whole tire. Yeah.
Okay, let's hop out of the way for this truck. She can't see right now. Yeah, Diane and Soren are way up there.
Oh, dang, okay.
And you have your radio, so that's actually good for you up there.
Okay.
good. Straight. Okay, now. A little bit to the left. Keep going. You're straight.
Maybe I'll guide the other groups.
Mild
I'll
left.
catch up with you, Dave. There you go. You're good. Yeah. Good.
It's a great truck.
Yeah, should I gain him or show him what to do or?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. you sure can see the white rim well from here.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
So my assumption why Andrew gave up on doing tubeless, the common thing that I always see people do on YouTube when they convert their tires to tubeless is what they do is they take their tire, and as they're putting it on, they put in the sealant and just let it kind of puddle up at the bottom, and then they fit the tire on the wheel and they set the bead that way. Okay, with some tires are fine, like Maxxis. I've had no problem with them getting the bead and setting easily, but Continental, every Continental I've tried, they're just terrible. They don't set the bead right off the bat. And what happens is, you know, you're just trying over and over for the, so you know what I mean by setting the bead? The bead of the wheel is what touches the rim. And what it does is when it's set, it locks into these little channels on the side of the wheels, and the tire pressure of the air, it pushes the bead against the rims. Well, the thing is, when you're first setting up your bike and you don't have that tire pressure, the bead doesn't want to naturally go to the outside. Its natural unpressurized state, it sits at the center of your rim, and so it's never going to the spot where it has good contact. So when you're trying to inflate it with CO2 or other things, it just loses air, and you know, then you're sitting there trying to get it in and you're trying to pull it in place. And if you have tire sealant in there, that liquid that's sticky and tacky, and you know, it's like latex paint, because it's made, tire sealant is made out of latex. It's just a terrible mess. So what I always do whenever I set a new tire is I first start without any sealant. I just try to set the wheel in the rim, not using